Hey guys, how we doing today? Um, Today's video is going to be a little bit about brick and mortar stores, and wanted to share my experience over the weekend, um, and part of why I think they might be failing, and so many of them are closing up. Um, Now, for those that don't know, obviously my mother lives here with me. She's at retirement age, but she still works, and she's trying to save up so she can have a comfortable retirement. And once that happens, then her plans are to move on and get her other, get a place of her own. And after she pays her car off, and a few other things off. So, for the time being, she's here with me, and she's not a bother. I love my mother. She's a good person, very hard worker, always been a kind person. So, anyhow, this coming Saturday is my birthday. And mom knows the type of work I do. I do warehouse work, and the stuff I do, very heavy lifting and things. I get up 1 o'clock in the morning for work. So by the time I get home, it's usually about 12:30 in the afternoon. First thing I usually do, I put my stuff away, and I lay down and take a nap for a couple hours. Well, it's really not comfortable to do on a couch. Never really been one to enjoy sleeping on a couch. So she had mentioned to me that she wanted to get me a reclining chair. And she says, well, we have the big couch, and then we have a sofa, a small sofa in the living room. She says, why don't we get rid of the big couch, keep the small sofa, since will fit in the living room, it fits in the living room better. And we put a couple recliners in there. This way the furniture we'll have will be sized more appropriately for the living room, since that big couch is huge and overstuffed. And you'd be able to take a nap and be more comfortable after work. I said, hey, that sounds like a good idea. So let's go out and see what we can find. Well, we started out at Big Lots. Big Lots had some nice stuff and the prices were good. But, couldn't get me delivery, at a time that worked for me. And then, their delivery's kind of spotty. You don't really know how good it would be, how long it would be. So we kept them in mind, and we went down the street to an outlet store. The outlet store had something in stock, but they couldn't work with the budget that mom had in mind. And then the lady says, oh, well, I don't really think you're not going to be able to beat our deal. Well, that's bullshit, because I came home, I got right online and looked at Amazon and absolutely beat their deal right away. So, but we still wanted to go out in the store and try the chairs out. That's what kind of makes brick and mortar still a good thing, because you can actually go in and try the stuff out. So we went and we checked out a Sears. Well, this particular Sears is going out of business. It's the Morristown, New Jersey location. They're going to be shutting their doors in a couple months. So they're discounting all their stuff. Well, they had no furniture. They just had mattresses. And so while we was there, I went down and looked at the workout equipment, and I looked at the toolboxes. I said, if the price is right, maybe I'll buy myself a toolbox. And I didn't see anything really in a workable price range for what I wanted to spend, so just said to hell with it. And as we were walking over to the escalators to go back up and leave, we walked past a couple of sales guys. And the one sales guy said jokingly to the other one, oh, I want this snowblower here, pointing at the cheaper of the two snowblowers that they had left. But I want it at that price. Actually, no, he was pointing at the expensive snowblower, but he wanted it at the cheap price. And he was, impersonating a customer, I guess, that had talked to him earlier in the day or something. And I'm thinking to myself, I've been in customer service for most of my adult life, and I'm 39 years old now. I think this is ridiculous. That, number one, that these young millennial kids would let me hear them talking like that, and number two, that also that they would do it in front of my mother. So we went down to this other store called Boscov's. They also do furniture, and we took a look there. Uh, Well, it's your typical thing. Get up to the cash register, you got the sales guy talking to this rich, snooty person, because those of you that don't know, Morristown, New Jersey, not Morris, it's Moorstown. It's near Cherry Hill and Mount Laurel, New Jersey, in Burlington County. It's kind of a snooty area. People are, they got money, and some of the people have their noses up in the air a little bit. So, we're waiting to be greeted by this sales guy who's just sitting there talking to this guy that probably doesn't have a whole lot of money, but he's trying to act like a rich snob. He's just one of those people that the banks will continue to lend money to. I guess he must have a good credit score. But we were never even greeted. So I said to my mother, I said, let's take a walk. I said, that guy's had ample time to greet you. So we walked right out of that store, having never been greeted, and we gave the sales guy probably 2 minutes to at least to say, ma'am, I'll be right with you. Just let me finish getting this guy's paperwork going, and I'll be right with you. That's all you got to do. Yeah, positive, upbeat, delivery. Hey, I'll be right. Hey, give me like 1 sec. I'll be right with you. We're going to make this the best shopping experience you've ever had. Yeah, that's really the difference between getting good customers and having people saying fuck you and walk out the door like we did. So we walked down, there's this other news store in that particular mall that I was at called, I think it called Home Sense or something or other. And I went in there, and that stuff is just some of the ugliest and most gawky looking stuff I've ever seen in my life. We turned around and walked right out of there. Their stuff's very expensive anyway. So as we're getting ready to walk out of the mall and go to the car, I said, Mom, give me 1 sec. I'm going to go on my smartphone here. And I brought up PC Richardson Sons. I said, I put my cell phone right over where she could see it. I said, look at that. I said, there you go, Mom. So I had found her a reclining chair at a price she could afford. Then we went there, and I sat down in it and tried it out. It was okay, but it was a little small. I'm 225 pounds. I'm only 5'8", but I'm like 225 pounds. I need to lose a little bit of weight right now. But I want something that's going to be comfortable. I don't want to be rubbing up against the arms when I sit down, in other words. So the guy showed me this other one that was a little bigger, it could fit me a little better. I said, here we go. But the price is up a little bit. So my mom told him, she says, look, I have this to spend. I need them delivered. Dave's home from work 12:30 every day, so you could take any delivery after 1. Guy says, let me go talk to my manager. I'll be right back. We got those chairs exactly at the price my mother could afford to buy them for, and they're getting delivered to my house tomorrow. So all those stores we went to with poor customer service, people not willing to work with the price, spotty delivery, and shady, crappy delivery options. At the Big Lots store, I would have had to go up the street to the Lowe's, I guess, and rent a truck because we don't have a pickup truck here. My neighbor that does have a pickup truck, he's a he does, he goes around and fixes people's houses and stuff for a living. And I'll tell you what, he's one of these guys. He's just the hardest worker I've ever known in my life. He works like 365 days a year. So he would help me, but he's not around to be able to help me with the truck because he's always busy working on stuff. So, much respect to him. He's a terrific neighbor, by the way. Always helpful whenever we need a little help with something around the house here, too. But then there's the guy that sold me my house, a real estate guy. He's known my mom since they were in the fourth grade or whatever, fifth grade, and they're like getting close to 70 now. But he wouldn't be able to do nothing like that. So anyhow, that's my point. Poor delivery options, lousy salespeople, and people that are unwilling to work with the price and even joke about it when they're probably going to be on unemployment in a couple of months. This is not how you keep brick and mortar fucking going. You have to learn to work with people. You have to make the sales transaction, you got to make that the best frickin' transaction a person's ever had in their life, or at least try. Make it interesting so that the person leaves happy and not pissed off at you. You have to acknowledge people when you come in, because we were all created equally. Nobody's better than anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. Nothing. None of that matters. We are all people. We were all created equally. And we should all be treated the same. Rich, poor, nationality, color, it don't matter. We were all created equally. We're all human beings. Treat the people with respect. But that to me, I know it just sounds like a bunch of rambling here, but that was my experience going out trying to find reclining chairs. So quite naturally, guys, we like PC Richards & Sons. Not sponsored by them or anything. I don't even make money in these videos, but I will say this: that place treated us very well. We also got the refrigerator a few months back from them too. They took very good care of us with that too. Their delivery team was great, and I'm in the mattress business, so I know how what the delivery team people go through and how hard a regular day can be for them people sometimes. So when a delivery team shows up at your house and they're as polite as these guys were that came with the refrigerator, I'm just hoping the chairs are the same way tomorrow when they come with them. Yeah, and I'm sure they are. I don't doubt that for a second. Because we've never had a bad experience with that store ever since we've been dealing with them. I even got a TV from them about 7 or 8 years ago, I think it was, when they first opened up. Treat it like a king, But it's nice to know that while all these other stores that are failing, with their crappy salespeople that make minimum wage, or they're just trying to show off or whatever, that I walked in and somebody treated us like people. That there's at least one left where you can go and get treated with respect, and they'll work with you and they're courteous, But the way those other stores were, I truly believe, that's why they say the online retailers are taking over the world. So, that's my advice. If you guys really want to go out, do your homework. Make sure PC Richards worked for us. Might be another store for you, but these brick and mortar retailers want to keep going. They need to straighten their act up. They really, really do. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. I got one more rant video I'm going to do, but that's another video. And then we got a CD video we're going to try and get done today, too. So, sorry, guys, for taking so long to do this. I wanted to do this an hour ago, but I just had to put a video card on my computer. The one I had, the Radeon 7870, I've been running for like 4 years now. 4 or 5 years, finally crapped out on me this morning. I heard the bearing in the fan motor go bad. So thank goodness. The other 7870 I had didn't want to work right, so I just threw a GeForce 550 Ti in there for now, and seems to be working fine. So bear with me, guys. We'll keep things going here and keep the good, exciting videos going. Y'all have a goody-goody, and we'll see you in the next video.